All right. Class, attention over here. Let's go over these answers together. So, some of you may try to do this in your head. If you have learned this before, it's probably okay. But for starter, I would like you to, if this type of questions are new to you, I will always draw a triangle out and then put those two numbers on sides of the triangle. If what you're missing is hypotenuse, you can put your number on either leg. It's fine. And then you can plug numbers into the equation. So here I would just go with the calculator and go 3 squared, that is 9, plus 14 squared, it's 16, 25, and then you square root your 25. Square root of 25, you get 5, so h should be 5 here. Be square root 25, square root h square, h is 25, okay? Over here, again, we are dealing with nice whole numbers. I got 25 plus 36 equal to h squared. Then I'll square root both sides. H would be what? 25 plus 36, 61, and now square root my answer. You should learn how to use that answer key there. Be approximately 7.81. Raise your hand that you got this one, right? And I don't see other hands. Okay. Now, if I don't see hands up, that means that most of you got this wrong, or you didn't do it. You got it right? Okay, good. Keep that hands high, okay? So this next one, see, these three questions are essentially the same. They're just different numbers, right? So I'm gonna basically 3 squared would be 9 plus 7.5 squared, and that would be 65.25 h squared, and h would be approximately 8.77, 8.08, 8.08, okay? Raise your hand if I have this number, 8.08. You got 8.08, thank you. Now, this next set of questions are missing what? Are missing a leg. It's not missing the hypotenuse. So again, if you plug the number into the wrong side, then you're gonna get wrong answer. All right, so I'm gonna rearrange this. Notice that if I want to get a on its own, I have two terms over here that 3 squared or 9 needs to go, right? So if I were to minus 9 both sides, it's gonna look like a squared equal to 7 squared minus 9, or 3 squared, right? Or a squared is gonna be 49 minus 9, and I'll be square rooting both sides. A would be approximately, I'll be square root 40, or 6.32. Raise your hand if you got 6.32. 6.32, thank you. And then this next one, again, I got a minus of 2 squared of 4 both sides. A squared is gonna be 6 squared minus 2 squared, or 36 minus 4, square root that. And a would be what? 36 minus 4, 32, square root 32, square root 32. Question? Sure. 5.66. Raise your hand if you got 5.66. 5.66. What happened here? Anthony didn't do it? Not yet? All right, so again here we're gonna minus 4 squared from both sides. A squared would be 9 squared minus 4 squared, or 81 minus 16. A would be 81 minus 16, it's gonna 65. Square root 65, gonna give you 8.06 roughly. So again, we are doing approximation. Be sure you don't use the equal sign, okay? It's an approximately equal. Then on this next three set of questions, again, we are missing a leg, not a hypotenuse. In this case, your formula should look similar to this. You can rearrange this. If you go a squared minus 2 squared, it's essentially the same. We're taking away 4 from both sides. A squared equal to 49 minus 4. And we're going to square root both sides. A will be approximately equal to 2. That will be square root of 45. That would be 6.71 approximately. Raise your hand, you got 6.71. 6.71. Jennifer, did you get 6.71? Yeah, then. All right, so in this case, a squared equal to I'm just gonna say a squared minus 1.5 squared. And of course, you gotta square root both sides. And notice that I am simplifying the process now. After a while, it should become almost mechanical. So I got 64 minus 1.5 squared. It's 6175, or square root the answer. 7.86. Do I have 7.86? Everyone have 7.86? James, you got 7.86? Okay. And you have a squared equal to 12 squared minus 6 squared, square root both sides. A would be approximately 12 squared minus 36, 108, square root 108, 10.39 roughly. Raise your hand, you got 10.39. Awesome, awesome. All right, so we're gonna work on more questions. I mean, you're gonna work on these questions on page 15. (104), number 3 to 16. Okay, please work on those questions. I'll write them on the board. Well,